So I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about decision fatigue. What is it and how it affects your motivation as a person? So there's a concept called decision fatigue, which basically means the more decisions that you make over a day, the less motivation you have. So if you think about it, motivation as being like the battery on your phone, okay? The more you use your phone, so the more decisions that you make during the day, the less battery you have. So that's why by the end of the day, we start off really motivated in the morning. Yeah, I'm going to go to the gym after work. Yeah, I'm going to eat really good today. Yeah, I'm going to do all these things. And by the time it gets to the evening, we're sat watching Netflix, eating a packet of Pringles, doing nothing, okay? And that is because of decision fatigue. It's massively studied in addiction, but it's also massively studied in high performance people. So people like who run like billion-dollar businesses and stuff like that, so like Mark Zuckerberg and things like that. Those kind of people eat the same thing every day. They dress the same way every day. They have people doing stuff for them, so chefs and PAs and people who sort all their stuff out. So they only are using decision making for the biggest money making activities. So obviously we're not going to have access to that, but there are things that we can think about that where we can remove the decision making, and it's just a habit that we do every day. So when you get up in the morning, pretty much everybody in here will just go and brush their teeth. That's not a decision that I make, it's something that I do on autopilot, and the same before I go to bed. Another thing that I do on autopilot is having a bath at night. Like that's something that I just do on autopilot. I'm not thinking about it. So we're trying to make things more on autopilot so that we're not continuously making decisions about small things during the day. So by the time we get to the evening, we're depleted of motivation, okay? So things that you can remove, like, you know, when people wear a uniform for work, that like removes a decision from them. They just get up and they put that uniform on. They're not thinking about, how am I going to dress? Like this morning, I did my hair, but it was kind of on autopilot because I do my hair the same every day. I never change the style. That's kind of an autopilot thing for me. Same with makeup, I might change the colour on lipstick, but that's it. Like everything is on autopilot in that way. So I want you to try and think about what kind of things can you start putting on autopilot, okay? That might be meal planning for a whole week. Yeah, deciding what you're going to eat so you don't have to decide at every meal. Lots of people waste so much time deciding what they're going to eat for lunch that by the time it actually comes around to eating it, they're starving, so they eat something crap. They eat like a chocolate bar because they're starving and they've not got time to make something now because they've spent loads of time procrastinating over what they're going to eat, okay? So if you've got a meal plan, you already know at lunchtime I'm having that. At dinner time I'm having that. If you've meal prepped, even better because it's already ready for you. Yeah, the same with planning your week out. If you've planned, I'm going to go to the gym at that time, and you've laid your clothes out ready to go the night before, you don't have to think about that decision. You just put your clothes on and you just go. Your bag's packed, you're ready to go. You don't have to be like, oh, I need to put all my stuff in it and then I need to do this. Oh, and I've not got any petrol in my car. Making sure on a certain day you put petrol in your car so that it is all ready to go. All these little things you can start thinking about. Where can I remove having to have a daily decision about that or multiple decisions about that? That is just something that I am going to do, and it is part of a habit. That is essentially what creating habits is. Motivation is fleeting. It isn't a thing inside. Motivation is something you've got to work on, and if you're depleting yourself by having to have all these different decisions going on through the day, by the end of the day, that's why you've got no motivation left, okay? So today's task is just to have a little look at the things you do during the week and during the day, and have a little think how you can make it where you're making less decisions. So for me, I wear a uniform the majority of the week. I just wear my merch. I have like a leopard onesie that I teach in. It's like a unitard. And I usually wear either my Showgirl Sass t-shirt or my Showgirl Sass hoodie. And I wear that all week normally, unless it's like today. Today I'm not doing any teaching, so I've just put some normal clothes on, all right? But normally I would be in those clothes. If I'm going to the gym, just wear the same thing. I don't like think about it too much. I just have the same stuff in my bag all the time. I just go, do it, wash it, put it back in the bag, and then we go again, yeah? So try and think about how you can, this week, remove some of those decisions. Meal planning is a really, really good one because everyone's got to eat. We do it 3 times a day. Most people will faff about not knowing what they want to eat and then just end up eating rubbish, or thinking that they're eating nothing, eating a pack of crisps, and then they've eaten some chocolate, and by the time you know it, that's the same amount of stuff that you could have had a full meal for. So a meal plan is a really good one. A weekly plan, having it all written down, is a really, really good one. And also having, like, laying your clothes out ready is a really, really good one as well, because they are small decisions that we don't really necessarily have to make. They can just be done and we're just ready to go. All right, so that's a tiny task today. Tomorrow's going to be a really, really big task that you're going to probably have to take the weekend to do. But I am going to alternate your tasks. You're not going to get any tasks over the weekend, okay? The weekend is going to be catch-up time. So for the people that have been saying, oh, I've not done this yet, or I've not done that, I'm well behind, you're not behind. As long as you're completing all your tasks by the end of the week, ready to go into the next week, you are still on time, okay? You're going to take the weekend to catch up with everything and make sure you're ready to go for the next one. Don't forget, this week is just the foundations of everything. We need to get these things in place before we move on to actually making some proper changes in our health, in our mindset, in our business, okay? So I'll see you all tomorrow for the next one. Let me know in the comments below what things you're going to change this week so that you don't have to make a daily decision about it. And I will see you all soon.